What? Do you see that? Am I live? Am I? What? You gotta be kidding me. Dude, are you seeing this? Todd Preston, are you seeing this? Oh my gosh, that is the funniest thing ever. I'm gonna get off that. I'm gonna get back onto this. So, all right, guys. So that was just something to be stupid and funny about. I was just kidding around. I knew I was live, but yeah. So this is the new Etsy. All right, my new Etsy store. I don't know if you can see that. The beards had some threads up there. Let me see if I can get this. Yeah, right there. You see right here, I got all my stuff right here. So I've got the Etsy store up and going. All right, it's legit. All right. I do have a Shopify that I'm working on. I have it almost ready to go. I have my BHTgrooming.com URL domain connected. They said it could take a few hours for it to go in effect. So if you have tried the BHTgrooming.com and it's coming up error, you can't find it, well, well, it's because it's not live yet, apparently. It takes several hours for it to work. But I'm excited about the Etsy at least, because the Etsy, at least you get to check it out. So again, if you didn't catch yesterday, I've got a box here, some stuff I want to talk about. All right. So right here, this is the beard conditioner that I have, the BHT. This one is going to be argan infused. So if you like that argan oil, you're going to love that oil, that conditioner right there. My wash is over there. I did not grab it. It's on my table. My gosh, 21 in here in the chat. Ben, Holden, good to see you. Todd Preston, Chief, good to see you guys. You guys are amazing people. Awesome. Thanks for being on here. 8:48 at night. Happy for you, brother. Thank you. I'll have to send you something to check out and let me know what your thoughts are, Mr. Chief. But right here's my beard butter. All right. There's going to have my QR code, ingredients, labels. This one is the Midnight Current. A lot of people ask, in fact, a lot of people ask, amazing. So a lot of people ask me, actually, it wasn't a lot of people. You ever like start talking and then you're like, what was I saying right here? Thanks, Beard Chief. So I appreciate that. I had a buddy that made me these labels. Do you know Dan from Bearded Death? Yeah. If you don't like these, you can take them up with him. I was the one that told him how I wanted them. He kind of helped me with them. You know, we collaborated. I said, well, I want the logo. I want it on a dark background. And I kind of wanted to go with the black and gold because I love black and gold. I think it's cool. I think gold on black is just, it's nice. It pops. And so wanted the QR code, bhtgrooming.com. Ingredients, shea butter, mango butter on this one. It's going to have refined mango butter, so it's not going to have any natural scents to it or anything like that. But it's going to have my BHT Courier blend, which is going to be jojoba, argan oil, sweet almond oil, marula, and castor. Love those oils, and fragrance oils on this one. Man, I got to tell you guys. Somebody asked me today. They said, "What is your top two? Like, what is your top two favorite fragrances or scents from your brand?" I did have a band. I had several bands, but that's not what I'm gonna say. Uh, I gotta say, I'm a big tobacco fan, and I love Amber Trail. I love it. It's got amber and tobacco, and it's got a great scent. And it hangs for a long time. It does. It's got a long longevity on that one. So Midnight Current's another good one that I really like too. Thought it was a really nice touch to it. It's like a marine notes with musk and amber. I love amber, by the way. It's got, I don't love Amber the girl, but I love Amber the scent. Yo, Daniel Breary Sports highlights. What's happening? Rustic Timber is another one. Hey, by the way, Preston, um, um, this one is the Rustic Timber. Fantastic, woodsy. It's got the guaiac wood in it, kind of a forest piney type of feel to it. Love this one. If you guys love woodsy scents, I think you would really enjoy the Rustic Timber. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Not biased, just saying. Oud Essence for all you oud lovers out there. Fantastic oud scent. I do have a seasonal one coming up, and I already have an idea for it. It's going to come up in the fall. I'm excited about it. I'm not going to really go into detail and tell you just yet about it, but I love it. My wife fell in love with it too. Hi, how long did it take you to grow that beard? It took me overnight. I used some of this stuff, and literally my beard was, I was freshly shaved yesterday, and I started using BHT beard products, and I woke up like this. You can find some of this over there at Etsy. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I've been growing this thing out for the last 3 years, but I've trimmed it down quite a bit. I think when you're growing as a beardsman, you don't know. You go through a lot of phases. Most people that are uneducated when it comes to beard care, they start growing their beard out. They think it's awesome. They want to grow this beard. They have a plan. Their beard's going to grow out. And then all of a sudden you start getting the flyaways right here. And it's in a very weird, comfortable stage where you don't have the depth to kind of, you know, make it look like it's eased out. And it'll be like coming out to here. You just feel really, really horrible and like, oh, I don't like it. Trim it off. But you got to push through. You got to push through. You're going to have those times. But I'd say the last 3 years, I'd say that, for the last year, maybe July, I'd say July to October, somewhere around there was where I really started just like, okay, I'm not going to cut it anymore. I did a transparency cut in December on the 31st, New Year's Eve. I did it on my channel, live stream. You can catch it on my channel, but that was the last time I did a transparency cut. Okay, now I've used scissors like where I needed to cut something off, but just trying to let it grow. I got to get my stuff as long as the Chief's. Okay, and Chief has a long beard and yeah, looks great. So I mean, you look at your peers and go, man, I need to let it grow. I need to do like that. I got kids, and they were young at one time, and I remember Frozen. Let it grow, let it grow. I can't hold it back anymore. So I'm just gonna let this baby grow. All right. Yeah. You go into worlds? I'm not, man. I'm not. I would love to go, but I've just got literally so much going on this summer. I've got like 3 or 4 trips I'm taking, big trips, like one to Florida, one to Kansas City for the whole week, one to Missouri. I don't even know the other place I'm supposed to be going to. So I'm not supposed to be going a lot of places, and I would love to go to Worlds. One of these days, I'm going to go to Worlds. Are you going to Worlds? One of these days, hopefully, we'll be able to meet. Oh, bless them. That's so funny. So that Amber Trail, though, it's absolute fire. Just saying. Let's see here. I feel like it's Christmas, trying to see what we got here in the bag from Santa. This one is Deepwater Spice. Now, this one is one that's a hit. Tons of people locally are like, man, I love that scent. I love that scent. I got between this and the Amber Spice. I love that stuff. This one smells like a very high-end fragrance for men. Buckeyed Beard Battle. You need to hit that one. And yes, I'm going to Worlds. So I'll check out Buckeyed Beard Battle. Where's that at? Is that going to be like in Ohio, like the Buckeyes? Good stuff right there. Blank slate's going to be nothing on the scent. But here's how the oils turned out. New. Okay, nice. So these low. Here's the deal. I didn't want to make anything crazy. I mean, there's a lot of cool labels out there that are fantastic, no doubt about it. Colorful. Everybody's got different takes. Some have green bottles, which man, I love the green bottles. I loved the blue. Um, what do you call those blue bottles? Indigo Blue from Lee, EDC Beard Co. I love those bottles. Fantastic. I love the squared looking bottles like Volt Grooming. They have some cool ones. Artist Man, the green ones. You see the Lux has cool green ones. Several cool bottles. But I wanted to go with amber. I want to go with amber. Um, I like the amber scent. I like the amber look, but I don't like the amber girl. Um, There's too many ambers. But I like the amber color of this for several reasons. You can see through it. You can kind of see where you're at and gauge the oil. When you're pouring it, you know where it's at. Keep the UV rays going through it. But I just thought that this label looked really good on amber with the gold already, the bronze aged look, and the grooming. I just thought it looked good. Cobalt blue. That's it, man. That's it. That's it. Cobalt. My gosh. See, I knew you were going to know it. Did I say indigo blue? I probably did. Just recently went to the Groomie. What's a good pre-shave to get a closer cut? Well, they've got good pre-shave oil there. A lot of people use just regular beard oil too. I'm gonna start making my own stuff, but just a good beard oil would work too. A lot of the pre-shave oils have like olive oil in it. A lot of the beard oils that we deal with most of the time don't have olive oil in it. Some of them do, but most carrier blends don't. But Groomy has a good one. I'm trying to think of the other ones. Obviously, Freebird, they've got one on Amazon. I shaved my head with about 3 drops of beard oil. See, yep, it works. I'm not trying to lead you to somewhere to make you spend extra money. So if you have beard oil, use beard oil. That stuff works. But anything that really lubricates your head. Um, if people are just popping in, Chief, they're probably thinking, what is this guy talking about? Talking about lubricating his head. Hey, Dave, good to see you, brother. I was just talking about the site, the new Etsy that's up, and just kind of touching base. I know I talked last night about, kind of went through some scents with my wife, my kids, kind of got their take and idea and thoughts on it, which was kind of interesting. It was funny to see some of them say, well, that smells like root beer. And I can see the root beer vibe. Yeah, that kind of smells like cherry fruit. And then outside the bottle, oh, I don't smell absolutely anything. It's just kind of funny when you see that stuff, just people giving their opinions and stuff. But anyhow, but yeah, I wanted to get on here and I wanted to share that you guys may not know, but my Etsy is live. My website will be live soon. It's going through the process of connecting the domains. So here's my vision. Just so you know, my vision is to continue to offer top premium beard care products and solutions. I want to evolve and get better at what I'm doing and come up with different things and kind of try to evolve and be innovative, something different, be a trailblazer, if you will. It's kind of hard to do that because there's so many cool people out there that have so much more knowledge than I do. But if there's a way, if there's a will, I can't even say that. You know what I just felt like? I almost felt like George Bush. Yeah, you guys remember George Bush, his isms that he always said? I remember one, it was really funny. He goes, there's a saying where I come from. Fool me once. Well, if you fool me once, you're just not going to fool me again. Did you guys ever watch that video on YouTube? You need to look it up if you haven't. It's hilarious. But I almost had one of those George Bush moments where I said, if there's a will, there's got to be, or if there's a way, there's got to be a will somewhere. No, seriously, if there's a will, there's a way. And so I'm always trying to be innovative. I do have entrepreneurial spirit to me. I've had it for a long time. I've always tried to kind of be leader in several different aspects of life. Try to lead ways, make uncharted paths, which, it's almost like, there's nothing new under the sun. Somebody has always thought of something. But to be able to do something that a lot of people aren't doing. Now, a lot of these beer companies out there, they're good friends of mine and they're doing great stuff. And I'm not trying to compete with them. But what I'm trying to do is find my spot, my niche, if you will, in the community. And what I think I'm going to have, obviously, to offer, which is a little bit different than everybody else, is everybody's got different scents. Everybody's got different carrier blends and stuff. Some are great, some are okay, some are you know, just okay. It just depends on your beard stuff, the way your beard works, porosity, and all that good stuff. But with that said, I'm not just going to be offering beard stuff, but I'm wanting to get into like head shaving stuff because my obviously my channel, I rebranded my channel back in February, Beards, Heads, and Threads, because I don't just talk about beard care on this channel. I talk about head shaving, a lot of head shaving. Why? Because that's what I do a lot. I take care of my beard and I take care of my head all the time. I've got to shave it. I always got to take care of this. It's something that a lot of people are into, come to find out. In fact, if I was to put up my beard products against my head shaving stuff on my channel, I would say that I almost get just as much head shaving like stuff than I do beard care stuff. There's tons of people out there that do a lot of head shaving. And so the head shaving part is something that I feel like is a special niche for me because I can offer head shaving products. And here's my goal. This is going to be a big thing for me. It's going to be hard for me to do, but then again, it maybe right now it'd be hard for me, but I think in the near future, what's going on, Chris? I think in the near future, if this does work out as well as I hope it does, I hope that there's going to come a time where I will be able to actually invest into coming up with my own head shaver. Something, a head shaver, some type of device that's going to be everything that I've learned from all these companies. I've done tons of reviews from different companies and learned what the pros and the cons are of them, and maybe take every one of the pros and make it all into one head shaver. Now, how I'm going to do that, I don't know, because our infrastructure just doesn't have the capabilities here in the United States as of yet to be able to make a head shaver here. See, our problem is we always have to go outside the U.S. to Mexico, or not Mexico, but like China, and their quality control and all that stuff is just kind of iffy. You just don't really know what you're going to get all the time. You can have like a literal contract with China and these companies, these manufacturers, and they'll just rip it off every time and start selling a knockoff. I see it all the time with these companies. I work with these companies, and that's what they do. They'll come up with an amazing idea. They'll have a patent on it in the United States. They'll go get it made in China, and then China will literally rip it off and come online with a generic one just like it and just kind of undermine them. So hopefully we get the infrastructure stuff fixed here in the United States under the new leadership, and we'll be able to actually start making stuff again here in the United States, what I'm hoping. So, but I will hopefully one of these days make my own design on the head shaver and start immediately selling like products, head shaving products at least, and then obviously clothing. I want to get into clothing line, men's grooming in general. So it's not going to be just straight beard products like a lot of my beard company friends, but it's going to be more men's grooming, more of an overall thing, when it comes to like head shaving too. And so I think it's not going to be more of a competition, but more of a filling a niche, if that makes sense. Are you still going to be doing reviews? My plan is still to do reviews. Now, I've been thinking about that the last few days. I love doing what I do. I love reviewing things. I love sharing my thoughts on things. Obviously, I do have affiliate marketing through head shaving places. That's what, I'm just going to tell you right now, like to do affiliate marketing just through beard stuff, you're not going to make that much money. Even affiliate marketing, head shaving, it actually helps. It does. It doesn't give me as much money as I would like to make, but it covers. It helps. So So I'm going to keep doing that. I think eventually when it gets to the point where if this company does actually explode, which I hate to even say that because I almost feel like by saying that, I almost feel like I'm already doubting that it's not going to happen. I do have faith and trust and believe that it's going to happen, and I need to speak that into my head. But I feel like there's going to come a time where I'm going to have to really figure out what I'm doing, like when it comes to the affiliate marketing, because obviously I'm not going to be able to market all these head shavers for other companies if one of these days I make my own head shaver. I mean, it's common sense. Now, I will say this: you are a beard company. I'm friends with a lot of beard companies. I will still recommend good stuff that I like from other beard companies, even though it's not my beard product. That's just who I am. There's going to be a lot of people that's going to say, well, I just can't recommend anything other than myself. And that's them. But me, I'll always say, these companies have great products, and I think that goes into kind of just, first of all, I don't want to say kind of speaks about who you are, because a lot of times people will have that uh, false pretense of, well, I'm not that guy. But as a person, what you have comes out of what you say. I'm never going to be that guy that will ever like try to. And I know that when it comes down to it, there is some type of a competition with anything. But I've got friends that have literally helped me get to where I'm at today. Literally showed me, helped me, guided me, even in business, even from that perspective of beard care stuff, of what to do, how to do stuff, and all this stuff. And I'm talking about companies that have actually been killing it. I'm not saying ones that are like, they're like, not paying taxes and they're just kind of just doing it as a hobby. I'm talking about real beard companies that have literally been in my corner since day one, when I told them what I wanted to do, what I feel like I want to do. And they've been pushing me for a while to do it, but I just hadn't been ready for it yet. And so, but I appreciate them. I appreciate all you guys that give support to this channel, this grooming movement, BHT. I know I say that because it's so different, in my opinion, than the normal beard companies. I love the beard companies, but it's something a little bit different because I'm talking about head shaving stuff. And so, I mean, you're not going to have Beard Octane talking about head shaving stuff. Even though Joe is bald, that would have been a perfect thing for them to do. But he didn't. And my son's phone's going off in here. But he didn't. And so, but there's so many bald and bearded guys out there that can relate to me where I'm at. I got a bald head, I got a beard. There's, Chief, you got a bald head, you got a beard. Even Dan from Bearded Death, bald guy, beard. But there's hardly anybody out there that does beard stuff that's doing anything with bald heads, and some may take what I just said and run with it now, who knows? But the fact of it is that may come on this stream at another time. But the point what I'm making is, my son's going to come in here and get his phone. Your phone's going. You going to grab it? Were you calling it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So, anyways, it's all right. So, anyways, but yeah, I just wanted to let you guys know the reason for me coming live. I wasn't going to spend very much time down here on the live, but I wanted to let you guys know that the Etsy is up. My computer's locked. The Etsy store's up. The website's going to be up once it finally connects to the URL. Could be a couple hours. I'm not sure. So hopefully tomorrow, by overnight, it'll be there. But if you guys are interested, let me know. Send me an email, info@bhtgrooming.com. If you are a business and you want to do some type of collab, like talk, whatever, put heads together. I don't want to be that guy that's trying to be in competition. I want to be that guy that joins and links up arms, and we go out together and we make the men's grooming industry better than what it is from these big, massive box companies. Okay, so that's the whole purpose of the greater good of the real people here in this industry, of what we can do for them, and be the leaders, and actually influence people. I mean, if they're going to say we're influencers, why don't we influence them in a good way? So much the fact that we've got 4 people on here and I got 1 like. If you guys could tap the screen, I would appreciate that. But yeah, anyways, wanted to share that with you guys tonight, and I hope you guys have a great night, and let me know if you need anything. All right, take care. Have a good night. We'll see you.